Nusunda, at the end of the night. Gesene Nusunda is about Maside, who cannot be happy in her business life and seeks to heal others, is tested with love on her way to find herself and enters a world she has never seen before. Maside, who is a psychology graduate and works in the human resources department, feels stuck among the grey concrete of Ankara in this story. After a while, Maside shrinks and decides to change her life, and the story begins here. Istanbul falls into her mind, and the fortune teller she meets on the way confuses her. She feels crammed among the grey concrete of Ankara in this story. Ahmed, who meets her on the train, will be the light in her life that the fortune teller sees, perhaps Maside. For this reason, she decides to keep her thorns to herself. Sefirinkizi, the ambassador's daughter. Sensar, the son of a poor half, loves Nare, the daughter of an ambassador who came on holiday to Bodrum when he was a child. These two opposing children love each other very much. They struggle for years for their love. Eventually, the girl runs off to the boy, but the night they are reunited, Nare just disappears. No one's ever seen her again. Some say she fell into the sea and died. Some say the Sapphire girl fled to Europe, and a lover tells them the song, and the daughter of the Sapphire is a twilight bird. So Nare and Sansar's unhappy story becomes an epic. The daughter of the Sapphire, who disappeared on a wedding night, appears exactly 9 years later on another wedding night. Moreover, this wedding is Sansar's wedding and brought her daughter. Karasevda, Endless Love. Kemal Soydre is the son of a middle-class family. Nihan is the daughter of wealthy socialites, Ondar and Vildan. She also has a twin brother Ozan, whom she loves dearly. Ondar's business is slowly coming to an end, and Vildan, unable to give up her luxurious life, wants Nihan to marry Emir, who holds a deep love for Nihan. But Nihan is appalled to the idea, as she despises Emir, for she finds him ruthless and arrogant. In his last year in mining engineering, Kemal meets Nihan when the latter helps her buy a bus ticket. The pair fall hopelessly in love at first sight, and Nihan completely changes Kemal's monotonous life. Love is impossible because of the class difference between them, but they manage to be together. That is until Amir stages an accident that results in Ozan killing a girl. To prevent Ozan from going to jail, Nihan agrees to marry Amir. The next day, she goes to meet Kemal at the port, where he proposes to her when between tears, Nihan sadly turns down his marriage proposal and ends their relationship. Heartbroken, Kemal leaves Istanbul and goes to Zonguldak to work in the mines. He isolates himself in his work, and one day, following his actions to help in an accident at the mine, Kemal is promoted and assumes a position of power in the company. 5 years later, Kemal makes the decision to return to Istanbul to face his past. Fati Harbiye, In Between. In Fati, a poor neighborhood, Neriman has dreams of becoming a famous artist. She leaves university in her third year, while her childhood friend Sinasi, who is in love with her, goes to study music. Harbiye is an upper-class modern European neighborhood where Masit lives. Masit is the son of an artist NC and a businessman Karim. Karim wants Masit to marry his friend Selim, daughter Pelin. Selim is the brother of Neriman's mother Nazan, but due to a feud between Neriman's father Faz and Salim, they don't have contact to each other. Selim has two daughters, Pelin and Duygu. One day Neriman and her best friend Fariye meet them and are invited to a party at Masit's house. Neriman goes to the party and she meets Masit there. Masit falls in love with Neriman at first sight and takes her to a boat to be alone with her. Neriman is scared because of what happened to Sinasi's sister Asli. She falls into the water and Masit saves her life. After that day, they start seeing each other and falling in love with each other, much to the dislike of Pelin, who is in love with Masit herself. The Dip. Sahil works for Istanbul police as a suicide preventer. He is a psychiatrist who talks with people who are on the verge of committing suicide and tries to prevent them committing suicide. After his wife Ekin died 2 years ago, he dedicated his life for saving other people's lives. Sahil is unhappy in his life. He feels responsible for not saving his wife's life. Whenever he goes to his house, he sees the ghost image of Ekin, who either watches TV, eating something, or just staying without speaking. Hayat Devim Ediyor. Life goes on. Ismail, who works as a potter, has 2 wives and 7 children. He has 4 children from his first wife Kudrat, whom he was forced to marry, and has 3 children from his second wife Senet, whom he fell in love with at first sight. Since Ismail no longer earns enough money from pottery, he decides to immigrate to Istanbul. On the other hand, Hayat, 15-year-old daughter of the family, has a secret love affair with Kerem, who is the son of one of the old families of the region.
Since they love each other to death, they make love before marriage. However, Karam's family does not know this relationship. Meanwhile, Hayat's family learns the situation and has no choice but to accept the offer of 70-year-old man. Although Hayat is just 15 years old, she is forced to get married to 70-year-old man. As the story progresses, the family immigrates to Istanbul and soon the darkness invades the family. Ismail and his wives cannot get used to living in a big city. Ismail's daughter Siri changes immediately because of a desire for fame and money. Ismail's son Bekir starts to get involved in illegal business. The other son Malik gets addicted to heroin bit by bit. And Hayat transforms from a fragile girl to a bitter, heartless woman. In this story, you will explore the resistance of a family to social and economic conditions.